Think before you speak. Think before you speak. If you can speak, you can influence. If you can influence, you can change life. If you can speak, you can influence. If you can influence, you can change life. Good evening, girls. Welcome you once again for my English class. Today we are going to deal and discuss about speaking skills. How it is important. How to speak. Why to speak. So those things we are going to see in detail in today's class. First of all, what is speaking? What is speaking? Speaking is an act of making vocal sound. We can say that speaking means to converse or expressing one's thoughts and feelings in spoken language. To speak often implies conveying information, remark to a scholarly presentation, to a formal address. So, speaking is an act of making vocal sound. That means through our vocal cord, we will produce a sound that is called speaking. We can say that speaking means to converse or expressing one's thoughts and feelings in spoken language. Yes, of course, it is a tool of conversing our thoughts and feelings in a spoken language. To speak often, it implies conveying information, remark to a scholarly presentation, to a formal address. So when we are often speaking, that means often we are conveying information. It is scholarly presentation to a formal address. So another way also we can say that speaking is a primary mode of communication. Speaking is an important one to communication. And then a human can to speak and has a part of their natural biological development. A human can learn to speak. It is as part of their natural biological development. So how we will develop to speak? Through our parents. An important component of the language. So speaking, it makes an important component of the language, those who are learning. Speaking exercise are integral in the adaptation of another language. So speaking exercise are integral in the adaptation of another language. So when we are speaking, you just if we are no more than about one language, it is another language. Nowadays we are able to speak Tamil, Hindi, English, those things. So for all the language, which is the main exercise, means we are speaking exercise. Next one is, what is speaking skill? Speaking skills gives us the ability to communicate effectively. The first point. What I said, speaking is the ability to communicate effectively. Allow the speaker to convey his message in a thoughtful and convincing manner. First of all, we have to allow the speaker, those who are going to convey the information or a message, in the convincing manner. The speaking skill help us to assure that the listener is not misunderstanding us. Speaking skill, it assures, it gives us self-confidence, that the listener is not misunderstanding us while we are speaking, or while way of speaking, it not make to misunderstand those who are listening. Speaking and the art of communication is a productive skill. Actually, speaking is an art of communication. It is a productive skill. And good speaking skill is the act of generating words. If you have the good speaking skill, it is the act of generating or developing a new words, okay, that can be understood by the listener. A good speaker is clear and informative. Those who are listening our speech, they have to understand how the speaker is using and utilizing the new words. Okay, so that is the last point. Good speaking skill is the act of generating words that can be understood by the listeners. A good speaker is clear and informative. Okay, those who are listening our speech, we have to be more conscious about while speaking or while giving a information or any message. Once the listener is clear with our message and information, that time we have to understand our speaking skill is good. Our speech is very effective. The next one. What are speaking skills? The speaking skills are here is divided into 3 categories. One is a verbal, another one is a vocal, next one is a visual. There is 7% of verbal, that is word spoken, and 38% of vocal, that means through our sound, through our vocal guard, producing a tone, range, appeal, credibility of a voice. 30% of voice is coming through our vocal guard. Okay, 7% is verbal, that means what the words we are pronounced, it is a verbal. And then 55% is a visual, physical appearance, gestures and eye contact. Whatever is we are seeing in front of that, through that appearance we will speak. Okay, what we are seeing. For example, if you are taking or seeing any picture or any dresses, anything, okay, so visualize the 55%, and then later our mind will discuss and we will start to speak. So this is the speaking skills as divided into 3 parts. The next one. Speaking consists of 3 parts. Okay, that is why to speak, what to speak, how to speak. The next one, why to speak. Not just presentation but also persuasion. For the presentation purpose, we have to persuasion. For that purpose, we will talk. We have to talk. Okay, that means when we are a persuasion or that means when whatever we feel, what we have a thoughts about something, if we have to convey, that means we have to speak. Okay, we want to share means we have to speak. Get people's mind share. Okay, get people mind share. So first of all we have to get the people mind and then share that. So here the origin point, that means where the audience was persuasion, persuasion, the key point, it is the persuasion is where we have to talk, where you have to do them. So these things we need to speak. This is a necessary part. And the next one, what to speak. Brainstorming. Okay, brainstorming, that is individual brainstorming is the process of you getting your ideas out on paper. Speaking with the format, that is IBC, introduction, body and conclusion. Aiming to persuasion. Being confident and passionate is the key for persuasion. Perfect clarity of thoughts. Okay, first of all, the question is what to speak. First of all, we have to decide it to our brain and mind. Individual brainstorming is the process of you getting your ideas out on a paper. First of all, we have to think. Okay, that is the main process. Afterward, we will work out. How will work out means with the speaking with the format. That is, if we are talking about or if you are going to give a speech about something means we have to decide. First of all, we will say the introduction and then main part, and we have to give the conclusion part. And the third one is aiming to persuasion. That means being confident and passionate is these two words are the key for persuasion. Okay, so persuasion, what is meant by persuasion? Something we have to seek. Okay, something we are going to give, that is that. And the last one, a perfect clarity of thoughts. Whatever you are thinking, okay, what are the thoughts that you have to be clarity with those things. What I previously said, above what I said, those things have to you follow and make your thoughts very clearly and clarity, make it a perfect. Next one, how to speak. Speak like a star. Okay, speak like a star. That is, the star stands for S for situation, T for task, A for attitude, R for result. So speak like a star. Regarding to the situation, we have to speak. What task we have, based on that we have to speak. What type of attitude is there, through our speaking, through our way of speaking, it will show. R for result. At the end of the speak, you have to get a good result. You must have to get a good result. So this is the thing, how to speak. Next one. 3 E's of speaking. That means the first one is entertainingly. Second one is effectively. And third one is enthusiastically. So while you are speaking with your friend or just like you are speaking like a formal or an informal, you have to concentrate that these 3 E's. Okay, what are the 3 E's means? Entertainingly. Okay, when you are giving a speech in front group of people, in front of people, you have to be entertaining. Your speech must be entertaining. And you speak with effective. And third one, enthusiastically, very eagerly. Okay, whatever you are speaking, it will reach to the audience mind with sharply. This is the main thing here. The next one, kinds of speaking situation in which we find ourselves. Kinds of speaking situations in which we find ourselves. We have to find ourselves. We have to decide how to speak based on the situation. When we are in public, we have to maintain a patience. Okay, when the time comes, that time we have to speak. So here also I listed some points. First of all, interactive. Okay, and second thing, partially interactive and non-interactive. If the chance is there for interactive section, you go with that interactive. The partially interactive, mostly some will think and they will decide. They only want to speak. That is a partially interactive. And next one, non-interactive. Just that is a silent listener. They won't interact. Okay. First of all, interactive speaking situation include face-to-face conversation and telephone calls in which we are alternately listening and speaking, and in which we have a chance to ask for clarification, repetition, or slower speech from our conversational partner. So interactive, that means While we are if the situation is in interactive means it includes a face-to-face or a telephonic conversation. Okay, so we have to alternately first of all listen. One, the conversation means someone will talk, another person have to listen. So when your time comes, you will speak, that person have to listen. That is alternately listening and speak. And in it which we have chance to ask asking of any clarification or repetition or slower speech from our conversation. We can ask that in the interactive situation. Next one, some speaking situations are partially interactive, such as when giving a speech to a live audience. Okay, but where the convention is that the audience does not interrupt the speech. That is the main thing. The speaker nevertheless can see the audience and judge from the expression on their face and body language whether or not he or she is being understood. So here partially interactive. Already in the beginning of this topic I told you the speaker, okay, what they will do means they does not interrupt the speech. They decided no one should interrupt the speech. The speaker only have to speak. That is here. Such as when giving a speech to a live audience. But the convention is that the audience does not interrupt the speech. Does not. The speaker nevertheless can see the audience and the judge from the expression of their face and body language whether or not he or she is being understood. Unless the speaker not giving a chance to interacting, it is called a partially interactive. Next one, some few speaking situations may be totally non-interactive. Okay, such as when recording a speech for a radio broadcast. For that time, it is called non-interactive section. Only they convey their message, they convey their thoughts. That is called non-interactive section. Next one, good speech could be. Okay, good speech could be. How it could be means with clear, well-reasoned, articulate, thoughtful, compelling, witty, and touching, convincing, believable. So this is the way to a good speech could be reasonable. First of all, you are clear with your speech. If you are speaking, you have well reasoned, and then you have to articulate, you have to modulate with thoughtful and with compelling and with full of witty, that means full of knowledge, and then with a convincing and believable. Some people will talk something, whatever they will think, they will just vomit out. It is a bad thing. The good speech could be in this order only. Once again I will repeat, that is clear, well-reasoned, articulate, thoughtful, compelling, witty, touching, and convincing, believable. Next one. What to do before speak? What are the things we have to be pre-planned before speak? First thing, be an active listener. First of all, be an active. We have to be active listener. Second point, be a quick organizer of a thoughts, structure your speech in your mind. Be a quick organizer thoughts. Okay, structure your speech in your mind. For example, we have to on the spot conducting a speech competition means first of all we have to be active listener, and then we have to be quick organizer. What are related to the topic, we have to structure our speech, how to speak, what are the points have to be. So this is that points to be follow before speak. Next one, organization of speaking. What are the organization? Speaking is organized in 3 basic steps. One is the introduction part that should be in attractive way, and second one, it is a main speech, that means a main content. It will be a meaningful one. Okay, and then last one, conclusion. So at last you have to give some clear idea. This is the organization of a speaking, basic steps of a speaking. Next one, types of speaking skills and kinds of speaking skills. Okay, actually types and kinds, there is a difference is there. First of all, types of speaking skills. There are 3 types of speeches, okay, which enhance the speaking skills. There are 3 types of speech which enhance the speaking skills. So first one is speech that inform. Okay, it will be the maybe it is an explanation with a clarity and or a report, giving a information. It is the first way of speech. Second type, speech that persuade, designed to convince or influence belief or attitude. The second point is designed to convince or influence belief or attitude. This is the speech of persuade. So they will show through influence with the through their speech. Okay, maybe it will be designed. And then third one, speech that entertain. That means use a humor to influence the audience, make the audience to laugh with the in their speech is the third one. Okay, so this is the types of speaking skill. One is the speech that inform, second one speech that persuade, and third speech that entertain. Next one, it is kinds of speaking skills. There are some kinds of speaking situation in which we find ourselves. Okay, already I said in that before the 2 topic, there are some kinds of speaking situation in which we find ourselves, that is interactive, partial interactive and non-interactive. So already I explained about that. Interactive means that is a interaction section. 2 people or more than 2 people, they have to alternately give the chance to interact or clarifying their doubts one to another. That is a interactive. Second one is a partiality interactive. That means unless the speaker give the chance to the judge or audience, otherwise the speaker does the listener does not interact unless give the chance of the chance given by speaker. Okay, that is a partially interactive. And the next one, non-interactive. That means while we are giving a interview in radio, in other way, there is no chance to interact, only one way communication. Okay, this is the non-interactive. Next one, tips for effective speaking skills. Okay, tips for effective speaking skills. First one, avoid grammatical faults. First of all, sorry girls, here I did the grammatical error. Sorry for that. Avoid grammatical faults. So when you are trying to speak, try to avoid grammatical error. Use correct pronunciation. Okay, use correct pronunciation. So first of all, avoid grammatical faults, and second one, use correct pronunciation, and third one, prefer simple sentence. In the beginning itself, don't try a odd sentence at all. Just go with that simple sentence like how are you, okay, how is going, had you a lunch or a breakfast. Just go with a simple sentence. Use past appropriately. While you are speaking, at the time you have to be give the put the passes. That means just take some breath and you just continue in correct places. Speak fluently. Okay, speak fluently. And then unnatural accent. So we have to use some accents. And then don't memorize. Okay, don't memorize anything. Just naturally you go with and fluently. Develop your self-confidence. Okay, that is main thing. And then concentrate on gesture and body language. So in a formal way, we have to follow the good manner, our body language, everything. In informal, there is not necessary to follow these things. Okay, while we are speaking informal, formal. So already in the previous class I explained. So next one, how to develop speaking skills. Okay, how to develop speaking skills. To develop this skill, the students need intensive practice. Okay, if you want to develop the speaking skill, you need to follow the intensive practice. Okay, speaking practice is usually done in parent group. If you are speaking any dialogue or performing any drama or any conversation, mostly done within a pair or a group. Okay, different ways of speaking, that is face to face, and then telephone or voicemail, and then email. So face to face conversation. Okay, maybe it is in the interactive also, we can say that. And then telephone or a voicemail. So just nowadays we are following a WhatsApp message, audio message. Okay, that is the another way of speaking. Next one, third one is email. Just a written form. Through the email we are using a email to forwarding our message or information. Okay, and the next one, activities for developing speaking skill. What are the activities? Okay, first of all, we try with the short speeches. So you just select yourself some little topic. You just select your own, like you talk about any mobile, small speeches like that. And then next one, gap activities. That means it is a dialogue basis. Performing a drama or any dialogue, we have to go with that gap activities. And the third one is role play. Okay, that means drama. Already I told. No, gap activities means that what we have to say. It's like a game, giving a chance 1-to-1. Okay, for first chance for me, I will talk about something. At the continuation, the next person. So that is called a gap activity. Third one is a role play. That is a performing a drama, the character play. If we decided he or she have to be playing the role, means they have to speak about their characters one, about the character. So that is a role play. And the next one, discussion. It is very useful. While we are discussing with the group members, we will get many points. We will share our points. Okay, it will helpful to sharing and getting ideas from others. These are the activities for developing a speaking skill. I hope this class will be very useful, and then it is easy to understand, and then I'll hope you will use the skills and utilize in your communication. Thank you, girls.